Hey, good evening, Cody. We are on Kildare Avenue. This is between 19th and 20th Streets off of Emerson. At about 4:20 this afternoon, a man was shot in this roadway. I'm going to step out of the way and show you. We spoke with a neighbor just a few minutes ago who said he heard about 4 gunshots. Well, Phil, IMPD Chief Chris Bailey is expected to drop by here to the Crown Hill Neighborhood Association's National Night Out event. It is just getting started. And throughout Indianapolis, many other of these events are getting started tonight. Some at 5, some at 6, and some at 7. And I bought this handy-dandy thermometer from Menards, left it in the car for a few hours today, and it's already hit almost 120 degrees. That's, as the kids say, off the charts. I'm joined by a man named Sean Dubs.
I go by Dubs, yeah.
You're from St. Louis.
Yeah, I'm from St. Louis, first ever NBA game. Jalen Brunson wanted nothing to do with us. Pacers all the way. We're going back to MSG. We're getting the PJ ready, and we're going back to MSG. Pacers all day, baby. Yeah!
Okay, well, you can see this is going to be a very festive atmosphere here, so I'm going to toss it. Unfortunately, the smell remains. It does not smell very good out here right now. The good news is we learned just a few hours ago that the water is back on for folks living in this area. However, it may take some time before officials can determine what caused this water main break.
Are you going to need a rental vehicle?
Yes, I will.
In just a matter of minutes, George Shepard's Chevy Malibu went from running smoothly to a total loss. Shepard was on his way to the doctor's office when he turned down 25th Street around 7 o'clock Wednesday morning.
The water current just came up and just took my car. I mean, just literally lifted my car up.
The current from this water main break was so strong that it carried Shepard's car almost a block down to its final resting place at Rural Street in East 25th. But George wasn't in the clear yet. He needed someone to help him get out of the car. A 10-year-old boy living nearby came to the rescue.
I had to climb out the window, okay, because the water was at my doorknob, all right? And when I stepped out the car, I slipped and went up under the car, and he had to help me back up.
Reggie Dial's truck reached the point of no return after he drove into the water.
I got halfway through it, then once I realized it was really deep, I backed out. And as I backed out, the car started stuttering, and I was able to make it down here to the alley, and that's when my car cut off.
Citizens Energy has a claims team ready to help those who had cars and property damaged during this catastrophe. In just a matter of hours, crews were able to make 25th Street look less like a tropical storm hit the area and more like a residential street. But Shepard doesn't understand how something like this can happen here in Indianapolis.
I'm looking at trees and flatland, okay? I'm not looking at swamps, all right? This reminds me of Louisiana, where they have deep swamps.
Back when I worked in Florida, there was a saying people used to say, if you can't see the ground, turn around. That means even the smallest amount of water can cause major problems for your car, so officials say just avoid any streets that are even slightly flooded. Adam Pinsker, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and like us on Facebook. Ryan Polikoff thought he got a fresh start when he reopened his business, My Inner Baby, in this office park just north of his old location.
We just opened up our shop 2.5 weeks ago on June 3rd. And on Monday, we got a lawsuit from the city claiming that this is Sex Shop Location 2.
A sequel to a saga that started in 2022 when the city of Noblesville said My Inner Baby was violating terms of its zoning for using the hashtag ABDL,
which stands for Adult Babies and Diaper Lovers. They had issues with that and other hashtags on social media, Google Maps, and our website. And so we've stripped that. We've removed that all.
In a statement emailed to News 8, the city of Noblesville said it disagreed with Polikoff. The Noblesville Board of Zoning Appeal affirmed in August 2022 that MIB is a sex shop as defined in the Noblesville Unified Development Ordinance. MIB appealed that decision in both state and federal court, and the city was successful in both lawsuits by opening the second location in the same zoning district where the first was located MIB is deliberately disregarding the director's determination, the BZA's affirmation of that determination, and both lawsuits that followed.
They won due to a procedural error by our attorney, so we never had a chance to truly argue our case in court.
Polikoff says you won't find anything erotic in his shop. What you will find are high-quality diapers that people suffering from trauma use in age regression therapy. Polikoff said some of his customers include a trucker and a woman whose mom is in hospice.
We sell Squishmallows, little stuffed animals and whatnot. We have adult-sized pacifiers and a lot of clothing, bodysuits, similar to a onesie.
Polikoff said he's not sure why the city of Noblesville is trying to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
We guess politics are at play, but it's hard. I can't make a conclusive answer.
Nestled along the Morse Reservoir is the town of Cicero, a hidden gem for those looking to escape from the hustle and bustle of big city living.
We have a beautiful reservoir, amazing recreational, we have boats, all these things. And they're planning on putting a waste transfer station with all these trucks coming from Noblesville and Westfield right through downtown Cicero.
The site is an old scrap metal yard now, but Ace Paving says once the waste transfer station is built, workers will sort trash, picking through recyclables and sending the rest to landfills.
IDEM has very strict requirements what's allowed to be handled in these type of facilities. Liquid waste, biohazards, biomedical waste, medical waste, hazardous waste are strictly prohibited.
The trash will be coming from local Hamilton County residences and businesses. Each load won't be in the transfer station longer than 24 hours.
This facility is fully enclosed, so as the collection trucks come in and want to load their refuse, it's on a 8 to 10 inch concrete slab floor with sealed joints.
A self-contained plumbing system will prevent waste from leaching into the watershed. An engineer representing the company said INDOT is addressing any potential traffic issues the plant could cause on US 31.
There's a new frontage road being constructed. That frontage road is being constructed to standards of heavy truck traffic.
Kelly Baker Leak says that isn't enough to reassure her. She says the town of Cicero only invited a handful of residents to the last hearing about the proposal and thinks more time is needed for discussion, especially for a project that could alter the landscape.
What wants to snuggle up to a waste transfer station? Not many businesses want to build by that. For the noise, for the excess traffic, for the smell.
It's now.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. The Indiana Black Breastfeeding Coalition is at the forefront of addressing critical issues faced by black mothers and their infants. And more lawmakers are reacting tonight to allegations that Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogg said did not properly handle allegations of sexual conduct against one of his former staffers. IFD says a man intentionally set his home on fire. It happened this evening on Mount Street. That's on the northwest side of town. Firefighters say the man barricaded himself inside with a dresser and refused to leave. Police officers eventually got handcuffs on the man and managed to pull him outside. One person's dead tonight after a shooting on the south side. It happened late last night on Madison Avenue, just south of the I-465 loop near the Thompson Road intersection. The person was pronounced dead at the scene. Still no word on what led to that shooting. Hot Wheels has named the local winner of its Legends Tour. Hiram Bigham of Indianapolis won the competition in Greenwood today with his custom 1938 Ford Roadster. Look at that thing. The tour gives people a chance to have their creations turned into real-life Hot Wheels cars. The Hot Wheels design director joined All Indiana yesterday to talk about the type of car his company's looking for. Former President Donald Trump says his campaign has been hacked. Politico reported today it received internal Trump campaign documents via an anonymous email account. The campaign accuses hostile foreign powers for sending those documents. Neither the campaign nor the FBI would say if they've had discussions about the hack. Let's turn now to the weather. Take a live look outside at Monument Circle, which is all lit up and very cool out there. Meteorologist Drew Narsutis joins us now. It's just got to savor this.
Yeah, let's stick on this shot. This shot is too perfect to take away from right now. It looks amazing outside.